What's going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Titan Chain cable snow tire chains on our 2020 Ram 1500. So these chains are going to be cable chains forming a laddered pattern. So we are going to have a somewhat consistent amount of chains going around our whole entire tire. These are going to be a little bit less aggressive than some of your link style chains and a lot more less aggressive than those V-bar style. As you can see, we do have some nice rollers on here, and these are going to be less aggressive, but it's going to give you a lot smoother ride. So for the not as intense situations that you guys will be in, lighter snow, something like that, these are going to be great for your starting, stopping, and turns, but also it's going to give you a nice and smooth ride. Comparing them to the V-bar style, these are going to wear down a little bit slower and more evenly just because they are universally shaped throughout the whole entire chain here. But as we roll over them, they are going to wear away evenly as they start rotating around that cable. So that is definitely going to be a plus when you guys go for the roller style cable chains compared to the V-bar or something like that. One thing I really like about it, and I really look for these in all sorts of chains, is the fact that there's nothing over our tire here. So I always like to keep my rims as pretty as possible, especially on a newer vehicle of mine. So that is just something I look for in a chain. These do come in a pack of two. They do come in a nice carrying case like this. To be honest, it's not too easy to fit these back in whenever we're done, so be prepared for that. But it is definitely an upgrade to one of those canvas bags. But if you guys are looking for a little bit easier install, there's a lot of chains that we carry here that I think are a little bit easier. One, just because I don't necessarily love putting them back in this bag, and also I don't like making the connection around back on the bottom of our tire because there's probably going to be some snow on the ground, and I don't really want to roll around in the snow to get out of the snow. So that is just my opinion. But let's just go ahead and show you guys how easy it is to install. So the first thing we want to do is lay out our chains, make sure there's no twists or links or kinks in our links. And then we need to go ahead and make sure that the bigger lever is going to be facing the outside of our tire. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and grab our chains and drape them over our tire. We're going to do our best to keep them nice and even and get them on the meat of the tire, and also make sure it is even on the right and the left side. And once it is, we can go ahead and go around back and make a connection. On the back, we're going to have two sides. We're going to grab our one side over here with all of these little pegs, and then we're going to grab the other side, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of slide these through. I'm just going to use the second one, but you guys, after we do this once or twice, you guys will know exactly which one's going to fit the best. But for now, I'm going to start with number 2, see how that fits, and then we're going to go ahead and go around front and make another connection. So now on the front, we're going to go ahead and take this lever, and we want to fold it out. It's going to make it easier to make that connection. And then we're going to go ahead and do our best to go all the way to that one here. Then we can go ahead and kind of fold these in, and we're going to take this little hook and get it seated underneath this cable here. It's going to hold it into place, just like that. And then we can go ahead and take this little plate here and fish our excess through. And once we're done with that, we do have a very good fit, but we do recommend that you guys roll over them a couple of times, come back out, check and make sure it's still nice and tight. And if it is, we're ready to hit the road. Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Titan Chain alloy snow tire chain on our 2020 Ram 1500.